And we back! So I was scrolling through the comments of the last video and I saw one by The Daniel. And I was like, bro, how did you come up with this? It says, simulate a season with a point guard with maxed playmaking, a shooting guard with maxed out outside shooting, a small forward with maxed out perimeter defense, a power forward with maxed out inside scoring, and a center with maxed out inside defense and rebounding, including stats and badges. Make all the other stats and badges at the minimum. So basically what the Daniel was saying, he wants to put together the perfect puzzle pieces to win a championship. We got a playmaking guy that can also give it to a guy that's going to score. We got a guy that's all defense on the perimeter. We got a big fella that can score as long as he's 5 feet within the rim. And we got a big fella that's holding it down. Is that good enough to win a championship? Because they're terrible at everything else other than those very specific attributes. We'll find out. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. All these people left a comment on the last video. This is our membership shout out of the day and we appreciate all of y'all. I got to introduce you to the team because they already have been created. At point guard, we got the one and only point guard. I mean, if you only can play make, I think this is the only name you can really get. Point guard is a 6'3". I basically went to like see what the average of every position was. Point guard, 6'3", but he's only a 77 overall. Now, instead of putting everything at a minimum, like 25 layups and 25 shooting, I put it at 50. So they're still bad at it, but it's not god awful. So point guard, let's take a look. 75 over or 77 overall, 50s all across, and then we get to his playmaking stuff, which is a pass accuracy of 99, a ball handle of 99. This was kind of iffy. There are some stats that I can see you seeing like play. How are we gonna have a ball handle of a 99 but speed with ball of a 50? I might change that low key. It doesn't make sense. I feel like there has to be some type of cohesion here. Pass IQ max, pass vision max. Offensive consistency on all of the players that are offensive minded are 70. It's lower than the base, but still better than 50. And then that's pretty much it. Let me go get his, I need his speed with ball to be up, man. It just don't make sense. How can you have Kyrie Irving type handle if you can't move like Kyrie Irving? What is a 50 speed with ball gonna do if you can cross people over? You're not gonna get past nobody. So now to 99. Cool, let's introduce you to the shooting guard. At shooting guard, we got the one and only lethal shooter. I had to put the A because 2K doesn't like the ER. Which makes sense. The A is usually a little less aggressive. So the Daniel said this guy should be all about his outside shooting. So keep that in mind as we go through his statistics here. We got a mid-range of a 99. I consider that outside. Anything that's not inside is outside. You know what I'm saying? Mid-range, three-pointer, free throw. Then everything else a 50. He's an 83 overall. He's got good shot IQ because he's a shooter. So far through 2 players, I would say I don't think this is a championship team. They don't even look like a playoff team at the moment. Until you meet Fu Holiday. Oh yeah, it's a 4th Holiday, brother. He a knockoff Drew. He is Fu. But he is a 6'9" small forward, and he is the muscle of the team at a 93 overall, which is very interesting because he can't score at all. But he's an absolute demon on the defensive side of the ball. Interior defense, perimeter defense, steal, block, rebounding. Defensive rebound is technically part of defense, but whatever. Lateral quickness, help IQ, pass perception, defensive consistency. Speed is pretty low, which is going to be interesting to see how he can defend. I think vertical is part of defense. Verticality is part of defense to me. Don't worry about stamina just because I turned off fatigue anyway, so stamina doesn't matter. And hustle is a 99 along with a tangible. Fu Holiday is considered a multi-position defender. Makes sense because he can do pretty much everything on the defensive side of the ball. Then we got Bam Bam. And we call him that because he is going to dunk all over you. Say he's an interior defender or interior finisher. And we got the driving layup, standing dunk, driving dunk, shot close, everything else 50. He's got some post moves, everything else 50. Good shot IQ, everything else 50. We got offense consistency 99, everything else 50. Bam Bam, 6'9" power forward, and I ain't even mentioned his badges and stuff. Every finishing badge you can think of, he absolutely has. That is Bam Bam running the 4. And then lastly, we got a giant. What's his name? A giant. Maybe A is short for Andre. I don't know. He is a giant. He is holding down the paint. Seems like defense is the most important thing in this game because our 2 top players overall wise are defensive players. And you will see this guy's about his interior defense. As you can see with blocks, when it comes to interior defense, when it comes to rebounding, he's up there. And then we go to his bad situation. This is part. Why is this here? We might have to take that away. That doesn't fit the challenge. But he's got all of those. What do you think about point guard, lethal shooter, Fu Holiday, Bam Bam, and a Giant? Is this team good enough to win a championship? We will find out. Game number 1 in Cleveland. Don't offer me no trades because this team is losing. Lethal shooter did exactly what he was supposed to do. Bam Bam did what he was supposed to do. Point guard did what he was supposed to do. Fu Holiday had 6 steals and 6 blocks. He did what he was supposed to do. Andre, oh, I have to turn off foul outs. Foul outs cannot be in today's video. Can't have it. Foul outs off. Cool. Now they're gonna win game number 2, or they won't. All right. Okay. Point guard is doing his thing though. Why does point guard have Dream Shake? Oh, because I think Dream Shake is in the play. Ignore it. He's not actually doing those moves. 0-2 on the season. 0-3 on the season. 0-3 on the season. Huh. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So far, not great. Fu Holiday is doing everything he can defensively, but he can't guard 5 players. A Giant is doing what he can on the glass, but he can't get every rebound. Point guard is doing what he can, but he can't get every assist. Lethal shooter is not going to make every shot, even though his shooting splits are solid. And, well, Bam Bam is going to be Bam Bam. Why they got Bam Bam shooting threes? No, his tendency's messed up. Bam Bam should not be attempting threes because his threes are at a 50. I'm not saying that's the reason we losing. He's rocking number 47. Rest in peace, Capital Steez. I'm not saying that's the reason why we losing. But I'm just saying a guy that has a 50 should not be shooting threes. As all. All right, we're going to win the next game. Yeah, what did I say? Lethal shooter, what a performance. 34 rebounds from a Giant. He ain't getting as many blocks. Oh, I'm sorry. He has 7 this game. Let me stop. I would say he's not getting as many blocks as I want him to, but he has 7 of them joints. Okay. Fu Holiday looking pretty solidly. All right, let's just sim, man. Game. Okay, so we had a little win streak, 3-game win streak. I was looking at the comment section after my boy Daniel put this in it. There's a crazy nice win streak for them. Somebody said they did this and they had a 70-win season, and I'm finding that very hard to believe. Did I even do the challenge right? I'm going to go through this again. Simulate a season, maxed out yada yada, make all the other stats and badges at a minimum. Yeah, I even disobeyed. He said put it at a minimum. I didn't put it at a minimum. I put it at a 50. Somebody else in the comment section, said this challenge is basically a lineup of Rondo, James Harden, John Isaac, Giannis, and Drummond. I'm not saying he's completely right, but I could see the comparisons. That's not too bad. That's not too bad of comparisons right there. Even though, like, you know, a Giant is better than Andre Drummond, because he's an elite level defender too. Playoffs are not really on the horizon, huh? I mean, I guess when you got one player scoring, or 2 players scoring 90% of your offense, you're probably not going to be great. Fu Holiday is actually absolutely terrible. He be having games, but he don't even put up a shot. But he basically PJ Tucker light. He Draymond Green light, because he even play makes, I guess. Why is he averaging 4.5 assists? I don't even know. But he is Draymond Green light for sure. Okay. Well, we're about to be at the break, and we are the 12th seed. We are 12 games under 500. I thought that there was a possibility that we would win some games, but I guess not. I guess not. These boys are not very good. Man, how unfortunate is that? Bam Bam hooping though. I bet one of these players in the MVP conversations. Oh, Bam Adebayo is, but not Bam Bam. Rookie of the years, we got 4 out of 5. 6-man, we won't have that. Defensive player of the year, we got Fu Holiday and a Giant, so we gonna take that award. But at what cost? At what cost? All-star participants? Will we see anybody? A Giant is there, okay, and just a Giant. Wow, no lethal shooter. Lethal shooter's carrying us offensively and didn't get a nod. Very interesting. What is one thing I want to look at? Oh, I want to see in comparison to other teams. I know we're not scoring. Yeah, we're dead last by a lot when it comes to total points scored. But we're also the #1 defense. So I feel like if we had one more player to score for us, we might be able to sneak into the playoffs. So let me introduce you to, let's say this Stevie Wheeler is now a shooting guard. And he is average. Let's say 70 is average. We add somebody with a 70 at everything. He's a 75 overall. He's going to come off the bench. Maybe we just need another player to play. Score a little bit for us. Also forgot Stevie Wheeler's shot tendency and everything is at a 50. Or at a 0. So as you can see right here. So we got to change that a little bit for him. Get his shot tendency up. Not a lot. Not a ton. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it up to about right here. Cool. Now, let's see if that addition to the team makes any significant changes to it. He came in and he scored a little bit. We're not going to make the playoffs. That was not enough. How far back are we from a playoff spot? 7 games back on the second half of the season. It ain't happening. I had a little bit of optimism because we went on like a little 5-game streak and then we lost 3 in a row. So it don't look like it's going to happen. At this moment, we are still 6 games out. I mean, we have to go crazy in these last however many. Let's see. There's a win. There's a loss. I mean, we're going against 3 of the greatest players of all time on that team. Here's another win. Yeah, come on. We clamping up. That's one thing for sure. Our perimeter defensive guy, Fu Holiday, is clamping up. We need the Celtics to lose. We played against the Celtics 2 times. Okay, wait. Mathematically speaking, we kind of have to win out or close to it. Can we beat the Charlotte Hornets? We cannot. Oh, man. It ain't happening, boys. We need this win desperately, and we lost it. That's it. There are the hopes. So they're going to win out to just lose. They won out man, a Giant wins Rookie of the Year. He averaged 29 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, 13 points, and 4 assists. Fu Holiday is the Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3 steals and 2.5 blocks. And that's all she wrote, folks. A Giant was All-NBA first team. Why did that one guy say he won 70 games? So let me see who you were. Josiah. Anyway, what did we learn? It takes a lot more than just being very good at one thing to win a championship. Go figure. If you enjoyed the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like. I am hoping that we get news about NBA 2K22 My NBA sometime soon. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I am counting down the days until 2K22. And we'll see what that brings. I appreciate y'all. Peace.